I thought twice about doing this from the bed, but kind of feeling a little weird right now. It's like I've got a little bit of a headache, a little dizziness. I think I might be catching something, which is a horrible time to catch something. I'll be fine. But, anyways, I wanted to record something really quick, even though I'm laying here in bed. So, apologies. Because I just realized it's been a year since I was laid off from my job at Twit. It's been a whole year. It's kind of blown me away as I realized that. I was like, holy moly, that was 365 days ago. I found out that I was being laid off. And in that moment, it really kickstarted a plan that I had been visualizing for a while leading up to the layoff. And, I'm a year into kind of executing the plan. And I'm definitely going to be doing some more thinking, some more writing, some more video around this because I've learned a lot in a year since going from full-time employment to full-time independent content creator, podcaster, all that stuff for myself. There's a lot that I assumed would be easier for me than it has been, and there's a lot, and some of the stuff I can't even talk about yet because it isn't time for it, but it's in the works. There's a lot of things that I'm doing and going to be doing that I never would have kind of anticipated either, that I didn't think were going to be part of the plan. But here I am a year later, and I've learned so much. I thought I was so holistically experienced in the world of media production and podcast production. In many ways, I am, but there's whole facets of it that I didn't really do a lot because I always had a team doing them. And so this year, it's been so much like the term hustle really comes to mind because man, this year when I think about everything that I've done so far, it's been a heck of a lot of hustle, and it's been in some ways exhausting, in some ways exhilarating, and I've learned so much. I've relearned so much. I've got my kind of editing chops back up. I used to be big into video editing before I became a full-time host, and then I didn't have to do that anymore because I had a team to do it. And now I'm editing all my videos, and who knows, at some point I might have things built up to the point to where I'll be able to hire someone to edit, and that'll free me up to produce even more content. And so those are things that I'm looking at. But really, I'm floored kind of looking at the fact, like looking at the date and going, "Oh, holy cow, December 7th. That's the date." Uh and I was laid off. And just the fact that it's been a year, and in some ways it's felt like a really long year, and in some ways it's like I'm snapping my finger and poof, another year off the calendar. I have big hopes, and I'm anticipating a lot of progress in 2025. There's a lot of signals right now, and some of my strategies and some of my approaches for how I fill in my time appropriately to actually make reasonable income. Some of that stuff's starting to come to fruition, and again, some of this stuff I can't even tell you about because it hasn't happened yet, but I promise you there's things that are happening, some of these things in a matter of days. So more to share. 2025 is going to be awesome. I'm looking forward, as I did a year ago, when I looked at 2024, and I was like, oh my goodness, I can't wait to see what this year has in store for me because it's going to be different, than anything I've ever experienced in my adult career. And now I'm looking to 2025, knowing what I know right now and going and saying the same thing, but for different reasons. Lots to look forward to. The one thing that is still just the steady line is that I have amazing people who support me, and who tell me regularly that they love what I'm doing. And of course, by they, I mean you, probably, if you're watching this. I hear from so many of you with such incredible, wonderful support for everything that I'm doing. And it really means the world to me. It really does. I, I don't have a business, and anything that I'm doing doesn't work if I don't have you. And I realize that it's my responsibility to create something that resonates with you and connects with you. And a big part of that is creating something that I'm passionate about, that resonates with me, because that kind of it starts the energy there and then filters out from there. It has been my experience anyway. So I feel like I'm rambling now, so I'm gonna button this up. Not to mention, I need to rest. I think I really don't want to get sick. Got a big week ahead of me. Stay tuned. You will undoubtedly see some really cool things coming over the course of the next week. That's a guarantee. And thanks, y'all. 1 year unemployment, or scratch that. 1 year of self employment. That's better. All right. Thank you for your support, y'all.